Let's crack the code on SEO automation. My name is Steve Babulis with the branding agency. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe. It definitely helps out our analytics and growing the channel. So, SEO automation. Very few people are doing SEO everything manually. There's AI, secret AIs out there. Just about everybody's using AI. There's other software tools that are going to not only create the content for you, but help you to optimize the content. Put certain keywords in your content to get it ranked better, help you with the page titles, do all the things that are important in SEO to keep the algorithms happy and get your content to rank higher on Google. So the two biggest ones out there are Surfer SEO and PageOptimizer Pro. And by far, they are the leaders. Just let me start by saying that. Everyone else is trying to catch them. They are the two best tools out on the market. I recommend both of them very highly. There's some differences between the two, and if you're trying to decide, which one should I try, what's the difference, I guess, I'll highlight that here in the video. So let me start with Surfer SEO and what's really different with Surfer SEO. They both use AI content writers. So as I mentioned, there's an algorithm, Google algorithm. Google algorithm is going to take into consideration your keywords. They're going to take into consideration those keywords on your page title, your subheading titles, and then the paragraph content. So what these tools do is really help keep the algorithm happy when you're targeting a particular piece of or a keyword, and just help you with it, do everything for you instead of doing it manually. They'll look at the existing articles that are ranking number one or on page one. They'll pick out the most important things in those articles and then automate the system for you. You don't want to try and do everything manually to flex your muscle and say you're a better SEO than someone else or you're a better online marketer. Use these software tools. They're going to really help you out tremendously, and it's going to allow you to do things much easier. So Surfer's content writer, it's great. It's better than using ChatGPT. You don't have to give it all these prompts for your H2s, your keywords. It does everything for you. It's awesome right from the start. What it does differently than PageOptimizer Pro, it helps you with some other things besides writing the article. It helps you get other ideas for other articles, look into other keywords, keyword research, or something called topical authority. Topical authority will give you other article ideas to write about. So let's use the example of family law. If I write an article about getting a divorce in North Carolina, topical authority is going to generate more ideas about that topic. So you can write multiple articles on family law or a divorce in North Carolina. That's what Surfer SEO mainly does a little bit different. It does have a little bit more technology. It's a bigger company. They have more resources financially, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a better tool. Realistically, they both optimize content as good, and they both have great AI content writers. But again, let me show you a little bit into the tool itself. There's a lot in Surfer SEO. There's so many different tools that it has. I would assume on day one, if you're just going to take a day to make a decision, you may say, wow, this is way too much. There's more learning involved with Surfer SEO just because there's so many different tools that it has. But mainly what you want to do is try and find your target keyword or your keyword phrase. Put that keyword phrase in there, a few secondary keywords, and then hit enter and let the software do the rest of the work for you. It's going to score, it's going to write it for you with the AI writer, and it's going to score it. You can see the score outline right here. And that's mainly what these tools do. It's going to take a lot of the heavy lifting out of ChatGPT or even Gemini by Google. The Gemini and ChatGPT are just general AI tools. These two tools are specifically for SEO, on-page SEO. You don't have to give you don't have to give it all these prompts. Find my proper keyword, or excuse me, find my proper article title. Find the correct H2, H3 paragraph. It does it for you with the touch of a button. Okay, this is what these do. It's a step above ChatGPT when it comes to SEO and writing content for you. So 5 out of 5 stars. Surfer is by far better than anything out there that you're going to find for on-page SEO, creating content for your website, trying to get more views, ranking your articles higher in Google search. It is just really awesome software, point blank. It's a big company. They have a lot of resources where they will help you, good support. I don't have one really bad thing to say about Surfer SEO. If I had to find something, I can't. It's that good. So 5 out of 5 stars. Let's jump into Page Optimizer Pro and really what is the biggest difference between Page Optimizer Pro and Surfer SEO, and if you're trying to decide between the two, what's going to influence your decision. So I'm actually logged in. I wasn't logged into my Surfer account on the last one. I should have, sorry. But this is a content brief. And what Page Optimizer Pro does, or what it is, it's a little bit more stripped down. And what I mean by stripped down is it's not going to tell you about all the other things outside your main article that you're trying to target. It's not going to give you ideas about topical authority, more ideas about other content to write specifically. The only thing that it's going to really help you is with the article itself that you're writing. So I just picked one out of my queue here, and if this one was how much does it take to hire a website developer? And I'm not going to get into the specifics. It's for another article on how the actual software works, how to use it, but this is a look inside the tool. It does have the same type of AI writer that Surfer does. Let me try and find a better one that's going to, darn it, that's going to show you the actual AI writer itself. Let's see here. Okay. Let me jump in here, see if I can actually pull out an article so you can see what the AI writer looks like. Let's see if this will work. AI writer. So they too, like I said, have an AI writer. It's really point and click. It's just pressing the button. Sorry, it's not coming up, but it's going to generate everything for you: the article, the page title, the subheading titles. It's just not going to have all the extra bells and whistles. It's not going to have information outside of that main article. That's really the biggest difference between the two. There's a little bit more resources with Surfer SEO, outside of the main article that you're working on. That's really the biggest difference between the two. Outside of that, they both do on-page optimization the best, okay? And if you use these tools, take the time to study how it works, you are going to succeed. You're going to get more views on the content that you write, on the blog post, supporting content for your e-commerce stores. Either one that you decide to work with, they're going to work. Here's another little caveat to PageOptimizer Pro. It's a smaller company. The owner of the company, Kyle Roof, is a world-renowned SEO. He literally figured out how the Google algorithm works. The main things on what it looks at, what the Google algorithm looks at. It looks at your page main H1, your page title, subheading titles, and your supporting paragraph content. And it scores it realistically. The algorithm kind of scores your content from those main things. So getting back to Kyle and the company, and it's a smaller company, Kyle is involved in the day-to-day operations of PageOptimizer Pro, and he provides a lot of resources for you on how to use the software, number one, but he's also going to teach you on how to become a better SEO. If that's a deciding factor for you, it could be. For me, look, I like Kyle a lot. I've had a few conversations with him. He's helped me out a lot in my career. He's helped me become a better SEO. And if you listen to what Kyle has to say, again, it's going to help you use the software better. It's going to help you become a better online marketer. So again, that's a little bit more differentiation between the two companies. Surfer SEO, a bigger company. They have great support. You're not going to be dealing directly with the owner of the company on a day-to-day basis. They have people within the company that will reach out to you, help you. Look, it's not like if I put a support chat in there, if I get on PageOptimizer Pro's support chat, Kyle's not going to be answering support chats, but I know he looks at them. I've had that conversation with him. So the next biggest thing when people decide between software, it's 2024, price is important to everybody. People are always looking to save money. I mean, I'm not going to get into an inflation conversation, but let's look at the pricing of Surfer. So their entry-level program is $89 a month, okay? With the $89 a month package, you're going to get the AI writer. You're going to get everything you need if you're a one-man operation or a small business to effectively market your business, create content at scale, get it to rank higher. What these other programs are for larger companies. We're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm trying to think of a big company. Let's just say the Charlotte Observer, the newspaper here. They have many employees, so they would, go for a larger plan where they can, invite different team members to be add to the profile. Or if you're an SEO agency, these other plans may suit you better. But the Essentials program, $89 a month. It's going to get you in the door. You can start using the software, start learning it, seeing the results. I always say take action. There's one thing that I would advise you to do if you're watching this video. You have some type of interest. Take action and try it out for a month. They do offer, and I'll put the promo code in my notes. It'll support the page, the channel, and your support is always helpful. It's always appreciated. There's a 7-day free trial. If you have 7 days to really sit down and use it day after day, hours upon hours at a time, you may be able, after that 7-day trial, to really become fairly dangerous or fairly good at using the software. I think you need a little bit more than 7 days to really figure out how to use it. But this is their pricing program. You can't go wrong. $89 in reality isn't a big financial commitment if you're trying to optimize your website, your client website. Uh, it's a yes. It's a 5 out of 5 star review. Another big differentiator or decision making, price is always going to be come into the equation. In most cases, it's going to be the biggest factor in the decision to try something out. And Pop makes it a little bit more cost effective. Their most aggressive, biggest plan is $61 a month. You can have a big team as part of your plan, and realistically, you're not going to run out of credits that they give you. You can also use the ChatGPT API key and use it with your PageOptimizer Pro, and it's not going to eat up all the credits, because when you do use the AI writer, it will eat up your credits. And if you integrate the API key with, there's a little good hack. Speaking of hacks, you have to do that. Use the API key with ChatGPT, and you won't eat up all your credits, and you won't spend. You'll be just really capped off at the plan that you select. So this is another major decision factor. So let's kind of get back to the main point of this video, choosing between the two. Price, Page Optimizer Pro is a little bit more cost effective, easier to start off, more cost effective, cheaper for you to financial commitment for you to start. Surfer, a little bit more expensive, but it's not like it's double the price. Actually, they started offering a $29.99 plan, believe it or not. They've got a little bit more aggressive. Next decision, Surfer does give you a little bit more technology, a little bit more plug and play, push a button, everything's done for you. A lot of technology in Surfer. That may be a good thing, it may be a bad thing. You may be thinking that the technology that is involved with Surfer SEO is too much, because they do have a lot of tools. Nonetheless, you're going to really have to learn how to use both of these software programs. It's going to take you a while, depending on how much time you allocate on a daily basis or weekly. It's going to take you a little bit of time to really learn how to use it. But again, take action. Use this software. Both of these tools are by far the best SEO tools out on the market. They're going to help you do better in Google search engines in general, and get your content to get higher and higher in search engines. So that's my review. I hope you found it informative. I didn't want to go into too much detail on how to use the software. Just wanted to give you a little bit of look behind the curtain. And if you're deciding between the two, what are the biggest influencers in your decision? And I know it's mainly going to come down to price. I do know that, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like. Again, everyone's asking for likes on YouTube. They do go a long way. If you have any questions on how to use the software, leave a comment in the notes. I'll answer your question. Outside of that, if you need help using the software, if you want some consulting, you can reach out to me as well. I could do it for you. You can add me to your account. I can help you that way. But again, Steve Babolas with the branding agency, mybrandingagency.com. You can find us. I appreciate you finding my video. I hope you found it informative, and I will see you all again soon.